And the world, my friends, has never been changed by spectators and naysayers. The world is changed by people of action. Do we need everybody acting at the same time? That would be ideal. But if we don't, then we must construct a coalition of the willing and show everyone what they stand to benefit while we fight for the prosperity and stability of people and planet. I'm obliged to you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. President. It is always a joy to be in Brazil, and particularly for us from Barbados, where we have done things together, historically, agriculturally, and environmentally. For may I remind you that after the Rio Summit of 1992, the Barbados Program of Action for Small Island Developing States came in 1994. But I've come here this evening to speak on one issue. I'm not going to address the issue of finance, for you well know what the Bridgetown Initiative requires of us in terms of making financing more accessible and affordable for all. I'm not going to speak on the issue of the Loss and Damage Fund, because all of us should hold our heads down in shame, because having established this fund a few years ago in Sharm el-Sheikh, its capital base is still under $800 million, while Jamaica reels from damage in excess of $7 billion US, not to mention Cuba, Haiti, or the Bahamas. Those things ought to be embedded in our soul already and should be prickling our conscience. I have come here, however, this afternoon to speak on one issue, and that is methane. The scientists advise that this is the main way that we can not stall the increase in temperatures, but reverse the temperature increase that we have seen across the planet. The reality is that methane is more destructive, as we know, 80 times more destructive than carbon. And yet we continue to see methane flow in the atmosphere without significant actions to stop it. The good news is that while it is more destructive, it lasts only for 12 to 15 years in the atmosphere, while carbon lasts for centuries. We believe that the world must pull the methane brake. It is an emergency brake that can, in truth and in fact, buy us more time without having to solve the ideological differences that face the world geopolitically. It allows those who are involved, for example, in the oil and gas sector, to be able to ensure that as they stop flaring gas, they stop burning cash. And as they start to fix the pipes, they stop losing money from the gas that is going through the leaky pipes. It is a win-win situation that speaks the love language of the oil and gas sector while speaking the love language of those of us who want to save the planet. But I go further. In so doing, it buys the sector time enough to be able to invest in a serious research framework to allow them to scale up the decarbonizing technology. Because one of the things that we have noticed year after year after year after year at COP is that while we make commitments, we have not appropriately assessed the capacity of countries to make the transition in order to meet the commitments which they are given. This buys us the time. In addition, there are two other sectors that contribute to methane. One is the agricultural sector, whether in terms of livestock farming or in terms of rice paddy farming. I understand the nervousness of those that come from countries with strong farming communities. I understand the nervousness of Europe. I understand the nervousness of Latin America. I understand the nervousness of some countries in Asia. But let us also deconstruct the issue. While the oil and gas sector can take actions to stop flaring and to fix pipes and have the balance sheet so to do, we are not asking farmers to carry the cost of the transition to new farming practices in the livestock industry or new farming practices in rice paddy farming that will allow the world not to suffer from the harmful effects of methane. We are asking farmers to make a transition for a global public good, and therefore the financing of the transition in how they farm ought to come from global financing and not from the farmers' balance sheets themselves. And the third sector, of course, is waste management. And we all know that we can convert waste to gas, whether we do it after it goes into the ground, or better still, whether we can convert it to avoid it going into the ground. We have a unique opportunity that by COP31, we don't only rest on the voluntary agreement that was made in Dubai by the oil and gas sector to be able to start to control methane. We need a global agreement like the Montreal Protocol, which allowed us to fix the issues of the ozone. It is perhaps the most successful climate agreement ever. And the only thing that stands in our way from dealing with this is the political will of countries and companies to make it happen. This is the only chance that we have to reverse the temperatures. And the world, my friends, has never been changed by spectators and naysayers. The world is changed by people of action. Do we need everybody acting at the same time? That would be ideal. But if we don't, then we must construct a coalition of the willing and show everyone what they stand to benefit while we fight for the prosperity and stability of people and planet. I'm obliged to you. Thank you.
Wow, what a powerful remark made by Prime Minister of Barbados, Her Excellency Mia Amor Power, at COP30 in Brazil. The world is not changed by spectators. The world is changed by those who take actions. Are we among of those who take actions, or who will take actions, or will be among of those spectators? So we Africans will need to be among of those who are going to take actions. We can change this continent if we can take actions one by one. In every position where you are, you have to take action where you will change this continent. So, brothers and sisters, lovely family, we are waiting also to hear from Excellency Madam Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwah, the President of Namibia, also has attended the COP30 in Brazil. She will provide her remark today. So we are waiting her on what she will tell the world. So family, don't stay away. If you're new in this platform, make sure that you subscribe to join big family of Make Africa Great. And if you've already subscribed, please like the video and share the video to other Africans here in the continent and to those who are in the diaspora. This is the big family of Making Africa Great, and we love this is the big family of Making Africa Great, where we take actions, not just for talking, for taking actions. So, brothers and sisters, family, have a nice time. See you next time in other video. We'll continue to share good things, good news from our brothers and sisters here in the continent and to those who are in the diaspora. That is encouraging, inspiring and actions are being taken from our brave Africans here in the continent and those who are also in the diaspora, Caribbean, and almost everywhere in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Africa.